Hey guys, back to do an updated journal collection. I apologize if you see me bend down a lot in this video. I have them kind of like everywhere around me. But for those that follow me on Instagram, you will have seen volumes 1 through 31 in a group picture from when it was on my bed. But I finished 2 more since I did that post, and I did post those to Instagram too, but I know not all of you follow me on Instagram, so figure I'll just go ahead and do this now. This year will mark year 5 that I've been journaling, which is crazy to me to even think about, because it was October 1st, 2012, so that's going to be crazy to even think about. Yeah, volume 1, just going to get started, is this one. I had gotten this one from Target. They might still have it now, I'm not sure, but I know that I really liked the fact that the pages, had the little designs on them. Like there's the pink side, and there's the blue side. So I would get this journal again, but I would probably have to like put a label on it to know which volume it would be, because I try not to do like multiples of the same journal, because then it gets kind of confusing. But yeah, this is volume 1. Volume 2 is down here. It is this one. The Love Spiral is what I think I labeled this for the flipper. I think that's what I labeled this. I could be wrong. And it's actually shrunk down a bit because it used to be like another one that I'll show you guys, but this one's actually shrunk down a bit, which I'm kind of thankful for because it was like giant thick there for a minute. But like I've got a bunch of collages and receipts and random Hello Kitty cards in the back of this one. So definitely like this one. I can't remember if I said where I got this or not. I got this one at Piggly Wiggly, like a grocery store here. So I was surprised they actually had, decent notebooks. Like this one didn't rip or tear or nothing, so that was a pleasant surprise. Volume 3, as I call it, the What I Learned Not to Make Journals So Thick volume. And it is this one from Hobby Lobby, and this is how thick the bottom got, which I know if you saw my journaling update, then you'll have seen the one I just finished, and it's actually pretty close to this. But this one was caused more by like foam stickers laying on top of one another, if you can see that. Whereas the other one was more like me actually writing my thoughts down type deal. So yeah, I would get this one again and not do what I did to it, but yeah. And this one would be easier to tell the difference between if I got a second one, because this one's like ginormous thick, and then the other one just, if I did get it again, wouldn't be. So yeah, it's volume 3. Volume 4 is this one, as I almost hit myself in the face with it. Again, another Piggly Wiggly find. This, I don't think lasted me that long. No, from December 2014 to April 2015, so 5 months. And I definitely really liked the dog on the front a lot. Definitely had a variety of things in here. Again, collages, writing down when I finish off sticker books, or reviews on candles that I like and things like that. So this is volume 4. That was it going in my box, if you heard that thud. This is volume 5. I got this one at Target when I got this one, so now this one, because I would bounce back and forth between this one and this one, because when I first started I was bouncing back and forth between the two. This one lasted me until 2015. This one was from 2012 to 2014. This one was 2012 to 2015. So again, constant back and forth. And overall, I did like this. I didn't like the fact that as I was filling it more, the binding started to come apart. So if I were to get this again, I would have to take that into consideration and prepare decorated pages in advance that wouldn't make it come apart, you know? But I do like this overall. The elastic band, it did have an elastic, but it actually broke off when I was trying to close it one day, so it's another downside. Volume 6. It's like a blast from the past for anyone that grew up in the 90s. And it's this Lisa Frank Swan journal. And this one only lasted me a few months too, I think. Yeah, this one was 4 months. And I found this for $1 at Walmart during back to school. So if you like Lisa Frank, like if you were a 90s kid and you still like Lisa Frank and all that, I would definitely check anywhere that has like back to school deals, because you might find these. Because I know I haven't found it since because of that, but definitely really like them overall. And then these are like the different designs that can be put on the back for the covers. So yep, this one was volume 6. I have a lot of like memorabilia stuff in this one. Like, let's see. For those of you that have watched the flip through I did, then you'll have already seen it, but for those that haven't, this is like an old like menu for the hospital I stayed at as a kid. We had took it because the nurse was going to give the patient that was going to get my room next to me one anyway, so. Because that's like their protocol. Okay, volume 7 is probably the most popular flip through on my channel, which is insane to me. Excuse me. And it is this one. If you guys did see my flip through, give this video a like so I know, because I'm curious in general. But this is one that my fiance John, who you've seen on the channel before, got for me. And he got this for me like forever ago, it feels like. But I know this one only lasted me, it's only a couple months. I think it was from like July to August or something like that. Let me look. Get it halfway open. That's what it looks like. It's July to August. So this one only lasted me like a month or so. But because it's so small, I was kind of expecting that anyway. Because it was when I reached this one that I really started getting into journaling overall. So this marks the start of the heavy journaling. Volume 8 is from Claire's. This is the Katy Perry Prison Journal. That panda one was also from Claire's, by the way. I do like the whole, like, reptile, snake skin, or alligator skin, or whatever it is, print. I liked the fact that it had a pin holder, except towards the end, because then it would start popping off. I have to re-glue it back in there. But I think this one, yeah, this one lasted from August 6th to September 16th of 2015. So this one lasted me a little over a month. Definitely would get another journal in her line. Maybe not necessarily this one, because again, don't want to mix them up, but I did like it. Okie doke. Let me get these. Sorry, I have some on my desk, so this is volume 9. It's when the Hunger Games started getting extremely popular. Like, they were semi-popular at the time I got this. But then, as I started writing in it, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, you have a Hunger Games notebook!" It's just a notebook I found on sale. So, yeah, this one's predominantly like collage work and stuff in this one, because how skinny it got. I didn't really want to like overflow this too much. So, this one is volume 10, this little one. I got this at TJ Maxx for $3.99, I think. I got it at the same time I'd gotten the spiral cat notebook with the heart glasses. But this one got pretty thick as well. This one lasted a little over a month again. Almost a month and 2 weeks, so. But I definitely would get another notebook by this company because it's held up really well, all things considered, because most of the notebooks that I have either get a page snag or the binding comes apart, so this one has held up really well. You just do this and stick some info out. Save the headache of having to do that. Okay, volume 11 is this one that I picked up at Hobby Lobby as well. There we go, I'm trying to put my name. This one was October to November, I want to say. Oh, no. October 29th to December 10th, 2015. So, again, almost a month and a half. But I did really like this one. And I would consider getting another style like this. But it would have to depend on my mood, really, because I kind of go through phases with the types of journals that I like and stuff, so it would just depend on that, really. Volume 12 is another one I got at Target, same time as this one. And this one was only like a month or two, I think. Oh no, I did this art, made this one into like an art journal, so it lasts longer than I thought. Freaking piece is coming apart. Double side tape that right quick. While I have it in the lap. There we go. But yeah. This one lasted until the new year because I use this one predominantly for art stuff, so whenever I felt artistic at all, it would go in this one when this one was in rotation. So next is volume 13, again another Target one. This is a pink UV journal, and this one was from December 11th to January 24th, so 15 to 16. And overall, I did like this one. I personally do not know if I would get this style again, purely for the simple reason that of how thin the pages are in this. It might not have looked it in the flip through, but the paper in this is pretty thin, so to me anyway. It might not be to someone else, but it's thin to me. Next is a volume 14. Again, another. Actually, I think this one was Rite Aid. Rite Aid or Kmart, one of the two. But definitely was glad to find this because I had a small notebook in this print, and I've been wanting the larger size, and I happened to find it, so I snatched that thing up so quick. But this is the University of Style brand. They have quite a few other different ones, like I have another one that's like pink with bling on it. And I would get their notebooks again. They hold up well. They don't tear or anything, so I would get this again for sure. Okay, now the stacks I have on the floor, I have it from, to say like this stack I'm looking at right here, I have it from 15 to 21, when it should have been reversed. So I'm just going to do it like I have it down here, and then as I'm going through it, I'll let you guys know what line is what. But the first one is the one I was talking about that I said I had another in the line. This is 22, and this is also University of Style. This is the Diamond Starlight one. It's quilted and it's got gemstones in the middle. And this one, I actually did a lot of like Korean music translations in. I think I started that in the Hello Kitty spiral actually. But yeah. Also, any like candle I would finish, I'd write a little excerpt on it, quotes, stuff like that. So I did like this one. I saw a I don't know if it was gray or silver version of this that I'm considering getting when I see it, or if I see it, I should say. But definitely a good one right here. Oop, bumped the drawer to my desk. Let me shut that. And avalanche. Knew that was gonna happen. Next is volume 21, and it is the leather-bound Tree of Life journal that I have. This one was from Barnes & Noble. There is a journaling YouTuber on here by the name of Journal CEO. I actually follow her on Instagram, excuse me. I actually follow her on Instagram, and she posted a picture of being in Barnes & Noble, asking which one to get, and she actually had grabbed this one. And I don't know if she was intending to get this one or she actually took my recommendation, but I said that, the pages were really good, it holds up well, it's not going to be one that falls apart. And I also liked the fact that, from what I've heard, Barnes & Noble, their leather bound ones do not contain actual animal hide in that, which I appreciate. So it's more like a pleather than anything. Or faux leather. Not necessarily pleather, but faux leather. So yeah, I would get another of theirs that are faux leather bound, but I'd have to see what else out there, because there was one I was considering, but it's like $50-$60, and I just can't justify spending that kind of money on one. This is volume 20. This one only lasted me, I want to say, 25 days. And it's this one. This used to be an old psychology notebook that I had for school, but we rarely needed that notebook. So when I found this at my grandparents', I was just like, I'm going to make a new, another journal out of it. But yeah, it's got a lot of like song translations, sticker books I finished, things in magazines I was curious about, a lot of song translations, and these like coloring pages, like here's Lucia from Mermaid Melody, and then here is Sarah, but Sarah also had, I think, another color. I'm pretty sure she had another color. Might not have stuck it in there, but I won't spoil the plot point of that anime if you're not familiar with it, but I put the orange in there. And the lighting decides to be funky yet again, but I apologize for that. I was getting what was left in that stack. Okay, here's volume 15. This one I got at Dollar General. This one ended up being kind of thick as well. Although it seems to have shrunk down a little bit since getting it, which I appreciate, because it can tend to be annoying trying to store a journal if it doesn't want to stay closed. Original journal today, I swear. Anyway. But yeah, they also have a green one and I think a blue one. I've definitely seen the green, but I don't think I've ever seen a blue one. If they do, it's at a different Dollar General than the one I have. Next is volume 16, probably the first journal that I had to do a two-part flip through on. Most of that due to the fact that my camera cut out towards the end, and I was just like, you're killing me. So, but yeah, this one has a decent amount of like song translations and stuff in it. I have it like bound by a head wrap to keep it closed, because otherwise it's not going to stay closed very easily. So this is volume 17. This one I got at a gift shop at my old neurologist back when I was at Eggleston / Scottish Rite. and I think it was after one of the appointments I was feeling a sugar low, so I went into the gift shop and to get me something, and I saw this and grabbed it. This one lasted me like a month and 9 days, something like that. So, but definitely liked the fact that it also had like this name, class, subject thing. I also really loved the back. Next is another Dollar General one, and it's this one. It says Dream. This one was about a month as well. But I did like this, surprisingly, because, you know, most people, they'll see stuff in either Dollar General, Dollar Tree, whatever the case may be, and just automatically assume that it sucks because it's in a dollar store. But I really liked the pattern of this, and I told myself if the pages didn't end up working by itself, that I would like glue them together to double the strength or whatever. But I didn't have to do that with this one, so I was pleasantly surprised. And this is volume 19. This one I got. My leg sticks to the chair. I apologize. Also apologize if you hear a plane buzzing overhead. I just started flying. But this one I found at Kroger in the school section, actually. They have another one that I'm considering getting at a later point that is like really Celtic looking. It's like a faux leather Celtic looking journal. So, but yeah, definitely really like this one overall. And would get either that specific one or another in that line. And technically I did, but I meant like one besides that one. Okay, let me get this stack. Yeah, so many, it is ridiculous. Next is this one. This is volume 23. Again, another Dollar General purchase. Really liked the fact that the lines were thin in this one, because I have pretty tiny writing, so I do like that fact. This one lasted me 27 days because it was like 3 days short of a month, but I definitely would grab this again in the future or another one like it. So, then next is which one? This one. This one that my fiance got me at Claire's, and I also like the fact that the lines in this one were pretty thin as well. And I was like really excited to find this. I definitely would get another one or a different design in the future. And the next one was a gift from my friend Robin, or RL Stack 90 here on YouTube, and it is this one. And she got this for me as a Christmas gift last year, or not last year, year before last. Which, girl, if you are watching, you do not need to do that. You've got enough on your plate with, you know, Lila, her daughter, and also trying to make sure you keep the house up and running. This was not necessary. Not that I'm not grateful, it's just one of the things that I'm just like, that was kind of unexpected and not necessary, but I appreciate it all the same type deal. But yeah, I think this one only lasted me 18 days or something. Yeah, this one only lasted me like 18 days because I went flying through it. Plus, it has kind of wide rule paper in it, much like my next one, which is this one. And I feel like everybody and their mother has this freaking thing. I've seen it all over YouTube in general. I was trying to think of a name that would go with the journaling community, but it's not something quite so simple as like BookTube for book readers and things like that. So, but I did really like this journal. I don't know if I would necessarily get another one, but I did like it when I was using it. Sorry, my elbow popped. Put these 3 up here so they're not in the lap. And this is the other one that's in the same line as the Pink Owl one that I was talking about. This one was for back to school, and I think it was like $9 or $10, somewhere around there. And I definitely did enjoy this while using it. And I don't know if you saw when I held it like this before. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you might have noticed this. There was all 4 colors in volume 19, because it's 4 colors: pink, green, blue, and orange. There's only 2 in here because I had to tear the other 2 sections out for this to even close, which was so annoying. But it's because I've been writing so much more. Okay. Next is in the same line as the butterfly one I got at Dollar General that said Dream on it, and it is this one. Buried underneath of all the stickers is a guitar and rock, but I covered it for my taste. And I did really like this one as well. And I think overall, I would get another one in this line. Right now in my blanks, I have the green piece one. So, I wouldn't get it in the near future, but I will use that green one. So, but definitely did like this one a lot. The next one is another one my fiance got me, and it is this Dream Paris one. This one was from Claire's. I got it at the same time as the peach scene that said Smile. And I do like these notebooks. I like how thin the lines are, and I also really love how everything just looks in it. So definitely would get a different design of this and use it again in the future. 4 more. Told you this was going to be a long video. This is the next one. This is journal volume 30. And this is a little unicorn one. It's in the same line as the panda one that I had gotten from Claire's. They also have like a pig one. I saw a panda bear, and then this one and another one. But I just really like the way this one looked, and I definitely would get these like small style ones for if I ever travel or anything. It just makes it more convenient in that regard to me. Last 2 on the floor. This one, I just put the flip through video of it up today, which took forever to render, and it is this one. Almost hit myself in the face. And it is the one, I forget the brand of this, but this one was from Walmart. And I definitely really enjoyed this journal overall. My one issue with it, though, was the line spacing. It could have been a little bit narrower, but that's just personal preference. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, if it's your preference that you like, smaller lines and things like that, then I would say go for it, but otherwise I would leave it alone. Then next is what's going to be my next flip through that I'll probably film next week, is this one. And this one, this particular notebook I've had since 8th grade, I think. My mom had it with her stuff, and one day she was going through stuff looking for like important paperwork, and she came across it and was like, well, do you want to use this one? I was like, okay. So definitely liked this one a lot. I liked the only, I said this on Instagram, only issue with this is as I was getting towards the end, the papers and the back end of it would start to pop out, and that was just really annoying to me. I don't know if it was because it was old, the way it was stored, or what, but that was a little bit annoying. Okay, and the last one is my most recent finished up journal, and it is this one. And it says Happy Thoughts, and this one is a gargantuanly thick notebook. But I know this one didn't like last me a crazy amount of time. Yeah, this one was only 22 days. So this one has really narrow lines, so if you have small handwriting, you would like one like this. And I did like it. I would just have to write a little bit more narrower than I'm used to. But again, that's a personal preference thing. So anyway, guys, I apologize that this video was crazy, ridiculously long, but I wanted to get an updated journal collection up for the new year for you guys. And let me know down below if you've used as many as I have, or if you're just starting, or whatever number you're at down below. Hope tongue tie moment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in another video at another time. Bye guys.